Okay, good morning again for those of you who have just joined us. What happened to the guy that was clocking 5 minutes? That's the longest 5 minutes I ever clocked. It's more like 10 minutes. Yes, they are here. Good, good. Thanks for the cooperation. Would the lead instructors for class 24171 please come up at this time? And would you please rise for the entrance of class 24171? Media, please, entrance music. Please join us for the invocation to be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, to be followed by the national anthem. Please remain standing for all portions of the program. At this time, can I have graduates Hunter Fuentes and graduates Adrian Cordo please come to the podium at this time.
Dear Lord, thank you for these last 6 months with my brothers and sisters. I pray that we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. I pray that you protect and strengthen us on our journeys, that you give us guidance and wisdom. In the Lord's name we pray. Amen.
Class 171, right face.
Class 171, right face.
Class 171, all uniformed personnel, present arms.
Class 171, present arms.
You may begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Audience, you may be seated. Class 171, order armed.
Class 171, order arms.
You may return to your seats. Class 171, left face.
Class 171, left face.
Class 171, you may be seated.
Class 171, you may be seated.
Thank you once again. I'm Chief Carlos Paul Noel, Fire Science Program Manager, and on behalf of the college president, Madeline Pumariega, and our campus president, President Furman Vasquez, we welcome you to Miami-Dade College. This is a festive event indeed, and as I told the earlier crowd, this is the time where you're actually allowed to smile, so I need to see some smiles. What happened to you, sir? Okay, some smiles over there, good, okay. It's a festive occasion. This is a milestone for your loved ones. They've worked very hard to get here, and we want to celebrate them in the right way. Now, before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge a few folks, because most certainly I don't do this alone. I do this as part of a team, and I want to recognize some of the members of my team. Let me first start out with Ms. Heather Christensen in the back, she's my secretary. Please give her a round of applause. Ms. Laura Del Val. Okay, and I did see Anto Pena. Where's Anto? Okay, he's an instructor extraordinaire and a utility logistics guy. Anything that we need, Anto gets it done. Again, part of a team. So after he comes in, we'll recognize him. There you go. Anto, raise your hand. And Cliff Heim. All right. And in attendance, I think we have some of our instructors that are actually off duty. Would they please stand up and be recognized, actually? Okay, thank you. We employ about 75 to 80 fire academy instructors that are from various departments. About 95% of them are active, 5% of them are retired. They collectively have about 300 to 400 years of wisdom and training, and that's the influence that they impart on your loved ones. So we believe that we put out the best product in terms of training in this area, and it's evidenced by the fact that our recruits go everywhere. Now, I want to recognize a few other people. First of all fire department personnel, whether you're active, retired, in uniform or not, please stand and be recognized at this time. And you can see they're here in abundance. These are folks that are active, that are retired, but they made a point to participate in these type of ceremonies because everything we do in the fire service has some meaning and tradition, and we are indeed a family. So the next group I'd like to recognize, any law enforcement, whether you're a part of corrections, any role that you play in law enforcement, please stand up at this time, whether you're in uniform or not. And thank you for your service, because you certainly are our partners in the public safety arena. Thank you for what you do and protecting us as well. The next group I'd like to recognize, are there any nurses, medical personnel, doctors, respiratory techs? If you do something in the healthcare field, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for what you do and for what you did just a few years ago during the pandemic, when nobody really knew what we were dealing with, but you didn't falter us. You stood strong and assisted the community. And part of what we're doing today, and why I've asked these groups, there's several more I'm going to recognize, is because you represent the fabric of what the community is, all right? You are why we serve. Okay, so I want you to recognize you. Also, remember that we are not one-dimensional, right? Everybody that's in the public safety arena may be a dad, a mom, an uncle, a cousin, a neighbor, a brother. We play these multi-dimensional roles. We bleed like everybody else. We suffer. The only difference between us and everybody else is that we have to display courage. And courage is not the absence of fear. What courage is understanding the fear, and because of the sense of commitment and responsibility and what you represent to the communities we serve, being able to execute and do what you need to do. So that's all it is. We have no superhuman beings. We have ordinary people that are called to do extraordinary things, okay? So that's what we want you to know. The next group, do we have any dispatchers in the group? Let's give them a hand whether they're here or not. The next group I want to recognize is a very special group indeed, as all, but teachers. Do we have teachers? I don't care what level you teach, whether it's pre-kindergarten, elementary, all the way. Thank you so much, because I want you to ponder this. If it were not for teachers, my God, where would we be? Where would we be? Do you realize everything you've learned is from a teacher? Your first teachers are your parents, and then you go to formal education. Thank God for teachers, okay? I'm who I am because of good teachers, and everybody that's successful has had an influential teacher in their lives. And we have the instructors that have influenced your loved ones. So teachers, thank you so much for what you do. Continue to do it. Continue to impart not only knowledge in the students that you interact with, but the empathy, the caring that actually makes the difference. They remember how you made them feel, even years later. So thank you. Yes. So the last group I'd like to recognize, are there any veterans in the audience, whether you're active, past, present, and even within the class as well? We want you to stand up and be recognized. And please remain standing for just a few more seconds. We just celebrated Veterans Day earlier in the week, but I want to take a personal note and to acknowledge and thank you for keeping us free. We know that the price of freedom is not free. I was able to sleep comfortably last night in my bed. I was able to come to work without worry, except for the Palmetto. But we live in a society that guarantees our personal freedom, that guarantees the freedom of your families and loved ones. I guarantee you, there are places in the world where they did not wake up this morning to a place of freedom. We did. And we already know that later on tonight, as we celebrate, as we lay our heads down, freedom is not a worry for us. So thank you, veterans, for providing that freedom. We appreciate it. And before I introduce the next guest, I want to acknowledge our lead instructors. We have an array of instructors that are part of any class. They come in and out and teach different parts, lectures, practical training. They drill the students. But every class has a set of lead instructors. And the lead instructors play a role similar to parents. They play a parental role. They're the ones that the students will confide in. They're the ones that will push the students. They get to know the students. We don't allow any of our recruits to hide. We don't allow them to use the word can't, okay, because we know that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We push them beyond what they think they can do. That's the whole point of coming to the academy. Gail Devers, who's a 3-time Olympic track star, states that every accomplishment begins with the simple decision to try. That is what we need you to do in the academy. We try, we help you to learn, we mold you, and help you get proficient, okay? We push you beyond your barriers. So this journey is unlike any other. We have made these students face perhaps what they have feared and achieved. So that's the journey, and you'll see a little bit more about it. But our lead instructors for this class are Art Fair. Instructor Art Fair, please stand up and rise. Okay. And also, just so that you know, we push our students to excel. So Art Fair is not just an instructor for us, but he's achieved a new rank, right? He's fire marshal for, and your department again? North Lauderdale, all right. So that's the result of pursuing additional academic credentials as well as certifications. So we do not rest on our laurels. Even the seasoned instructor continues to strive to advance, and that is the mandate that we've placed on your loved ones. Next to him is Chief Emmanuel Lewis. Please stand. He's a chief for the city of Hialeah, EMS chief, okay, another individual who strives. He has multiple degrees and has sought all kind of training for the purpose of being able to impart knowledge to your loved ones. So that, in a nutshell, is who we are in the fire service. The truth be told, when you become a firefighter, you never stop training. You're constantly training and trying to improve not only your skills, but your knowledge, so we can assist the public that we serve. So on that notion, I told you earlier, nothing in the fire service is done alone. Our partner here, our great partner, happens to be not only one of my leaders, but also somebody I consider a friend. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him before he comes up to the stage, but President Furman Vasquez. So he's not only the campus president, but he has gone out of his way to champion not only the fire academy, but police academy, champion all the students in the school, but in particular to support programs such as these, programs that are very expensive to run, all right, that are in fact have an element of danger, because yes, you can get hurt in the fire academy. Yes, you can get killed, because we're teaching you how to do the real thing, and we need the resources. Lack of resources can cause people to be injured. I have a boss who insists on us having the right resources, so I respect him and I admire him for that. So let's give him a hand before he even comes up. So with that, I present to you President of North Campus, Furman Vasquez.
Good morning, everyone, and buenos días a todos. Today's a special day, and before I start, I just want to say, Chief, you take away, me following you, you take away all the spirit, because I love your roll call and being able to acknowledge all the special guests to here today. I want to reiterate to our veterans, to our law enforcement officials, to those firefighters, to those heroes, to those nurse practitioners, doctors, all of those that serve our community, thank you so much for your service. But today is a real special day, right? We're all here to celebrate Class 171. This class is extremely special because, Florida's weather is a little bit interesting, right? And if you think about this class, they started in the hottest summer that we've seen in a very, very long time. But just to throw an added element of complexity, they also did it at a part-time basis for an extended period of time. So 171 actually endured rigor like no other fire academy class. To that, I want us, if we could join a moment and give a special, just a round of applause for what they've been able to endure. Yeah, come on now. Yeah. And I know that many of them probably had a job, while coming to the Fire Academy, right? But it's a support system that makes them successful. And I know out there was probably an abuelita or an abuelito making sure that they supported their students, or a mother or father, maybe making sure packing in a little extra arroz con frijol y picadillo for their lunch, just to name a few. Or maybe to nudge them out of bed at 5 in the morning, because if they weren't either on time to work or running late, that they made sure that they made it to the academy on time, right? And so I'm going to ask 171 to stand at attention and to give a round of applause for the family and the guests that are here. So 171, join me in standing up and giving your family and loved ones a round of applause.
Class
Come on.
171, attention.
Come on. Thank you. You can sit.
Class 171, you may be seated.
Thank you. So Chief was telling you how special the Fire Academy is for here at the North Campus. And I can tell you, it's been years and years of dedication of the college towards the fire service. It doesn't stop. You see, up here of these 36 graduates that we have, 23 of them got a state-of-the-floor scholarship called Open Door. 2 of them got an Amazon scholarship, and 1 of them got a Department of Educational VR scholarship. So those scholarships are financial support towards their tuition. So it's not only how we support the program from a perspective of their safety gear or the fire truck or the facilities, but it's also knowing that financial support is also needed to our students and our graduates, right? So our commitment at MDC stands through with 171 with this abundance of scholarship opportunity that we were able to extend. In addition to that, I'm glad to say, continuing the conversation of opportunity and commitment to facilities, very soon, because I already signed on the plans, very soon, in Building 7000 on the 2nd floor, our firefighting students will have now an EMT and paramedic space that they're going to be able to continue their studies right here at the North Campus. And just to put a price tag on that, Chief, it's a $5 million commitment on behalf of the college. So I just want to give you that. And just as I wrap up, and you know, this is a time of celebration, I just want to tell you this is a time also of my appreciation. You know, last graduation I got to share this story, but I'll share it again because it's going to happen. And today I'm at this podium full of health and with a smile on my face, celebrating all of your graduations. But life changes in a moment's notice. And I, for the first time in my life a few months ago, had to call on the support from Fire Rescue. And we had students from our very own Fire Academy show up to my home and render first aid till I was stable. And for that, I just want to thank you because I know that you will be doing that same work in our community every single day. So thank you on behalf of Miami-Dade College for this life of service that you're going to commit to. Thank you for the heroes that you will become, and stay fit, stay ready. Know that we need you to be there when we call for duty, right? And I know that it takes many sacrifices on behalf of yourself and your families to make sure that you are ready for duty every single day. So thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. I know that after this, there's probably either brunch or lunch coming up. But it's definitely an exciting day for all the families here and here for us at Miami-Dade College is also. So another 36 firefighters ready for service, Chief. Thank you so much.
So thank you, President Vasquez. He continues to amaze me, but we are going to keep the recordings of the video to make sure he follows through. No, but that is a serious commitment, and I'm going to actually break it down to you what that means. in doing so and providing that kind of resource, it means that people like your loved ones, perhaps some people in this audience who have yet to make a decision about which way they're going to go, and if they go this way, that means that they're going to get an opportunity that's not available in another part of this country, right here at Miami-Dade College. So this is, in fact, it may sound like a bunch of words, it may sound routine to you, but this is what it means when dollars are put with the words, okay? It means that it will create an opportunity for some people who are trying to achieve the next thing. And for that matter, these students that are part of the part-time class, the part-time schedule has allowed them to transition from whatever they were doing to this. So we are about opportunity. If you have yet not made up your mind about which way you want to go, and I'm going to tell you first and foremost, regardless of your age, okay? Because opportunity and success is a timeless thing. It's a mindset. So if you're willing, okay, we will provide the resource and the training for you to make any transition, but you must be willing. So those of you who are willing, you could get with me afterwards or contact the school in any direction you want to go. Because as we did, we recognize fire, police, nurses, teachers, all right? So it's about making a decision as to how you see yourself, what you want to do, okay? So, and we ask for your loved ones to not settle at this point with this achievement. Again, the truth be told, they can't. They absolutely can't. This represents the minimum amount of training that you get in the fire service. From here on out, there are high expectations, advanced training, multiple certifications, the repeated training and elevating to the highest levels in all manners. That is the expectation. So they just signed on to become lifelong learners. So what we need from you is for you to push them to excel, whether it's academic, whether it's getting more certifications, getting better at their jobs. Also, we need you to play another role. Just about a couple of weeks ago, I was at a meeting on mental health and on the subject of suicide, okay? So we know in the public safety arena, there are some of us, as in the veteran community, there are some of us that have succumbed because of the pressures. So what we ask you to do in the future is that there will be times when your loved ones that become part of departments that will come home and they will not feel like talking, right? So we will ask you in advance to just be the cushion that they need, all right, to embrace them, to understand that they may have seen some horrific things that they have not yet dealt with themselves, okay? So they will say less, okay? They may participate less, but give them time, all right? So because, again, we are not machines, we're human beings. So look out for that, be part of their world. It will be matched with those days. They will be excited to tell you about the different kinds of calls that they went on. But remember, you must be there for them over the period of a career. I happen to have enjoyed that with my family members, and in particularly with my wife, who I put under extraordinary pressure because I've always done a whole lot more. And I realized at a certain point that they wear all of that pressure as well, because we're going out the door and they understand that we're definitely going to danger. So please be that anchor for them, look out for them. And I can tell you, among my other family members, my mother died several months ago, but with my mother, it was just providing a plate of food sometimes, just calling me up and saying, just stop by. And I would be thinking, well, you know, I'm running around. She said, no, just stop by and just come and eat something. just that alone helps you, calm down, helps you reset. So if you never thought that was important, yes, a mother or father's words, a shared meal with your family members or a friend, okay? So please play that role because they will certainly need it. With that being said, I didn't recognize another group, and I don't know if they're here. Normally, I get a signal from Heather, but I'm being blinded by the lights. So, sir, can I borrow your shades? No. But anyway, are there any politicians in the room? Okay. All right, seeing none. What we're going to do is we're going to get right to the issuing of the certificates, the main reason that you're here. Now, at this time, I'm going to call the lead instructors to the podium, and you can start. Also, before I step down, I'm going to be standing over there taking pictures with your loved ones. You're invited to take pictures provided that you do not get in the way of our MDC photographers. So can we agree on that? Where's the guy with the glasses? Because can I believe him? You sure about that? I'm going to hold you responsible. All right, thank you.
Good morning. I have to do this every class, every graduation. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Once again, thank you for joining us here for this monumentous occasion. On behalf of the training staff, as Chief mentioned, it's over 70 individuals that partake in getting them to this point here. There's no way that the instructors can spend 6 months with your family members and we not become part of their family and they become part of our family. So with that said, we go through everything together. We go through promotions. We go through some individuals in the classrooms that have lost family members. We have 36 that are graduating today. It's actually 37 because one of these individuals had a son during the class. So that's another monumentous occasion during this program. So there's no way that we can have your family for 6 months and not become part of their family. And we have an extreme amount of love for them. Now with that love comes discipline. With that love comes hard love. It comes with us letting them know that you didn't do this right. You have to do it again. So you may have heard our names over the last 6 months, may not have been in the best light, but we have always tried to make sure that they are represented well. To 171, you guys, I'm proud of you. You made it through this journey. I want you to remember 2 things: resistance and opportunity. I've told you the last 6 months, no one's gonna give you anything. You have to go out there and get it. Even if you think you're the best person for the job, even if you think you deserve it, no one's gonna give you anything. It's for you to take it and show that you belong there. So meet that resistance. That's the only way you gain muscle. If you go to the gym, it's resistance. You're pushing against something that's heavy to grow that muscle. If you don't have that resistance, you don't grow. So don't shy away from it. Run towards it. Don't be scared. You can do it. The second word is opportunity. You've heard President Vasquez mention, you heard Chief Noel mention it a number of times. Opportunity. What an opportunity you have. What an opportunity you have. An opportunity to prove all those people that said you couldn't do it wrong. An opportunity to prove it to yourself. If somebody said you did something, what an opportunity to prove them wrong. What an opportunity you have to serve, to respond to the public when they're at their lowest moment, when they don't have no hope, and you walk in that door and you help them. What an opportunity. Remember that, and don't take it for granted, and you guys will be perfect. I love you guys. Keep doing it. You know what we do. All righty. Doing squad 1. Row one, okay.
Row 1, attention. Row 1, left face.
Cordell's not here? Okay. Which one? He's not here. All right, squad one. Sophie Duenas. Next individual, Michael Perez. Next person, Adrian Cordo. Angel Esquivel. Obed Guzman. Liang Martinez. Jonathan Rodriguez. Carlos Rutger. Squad 2. Lucio Nicholas. Justin Gutierrez. Jose Madero. Christopher Oquendo.
Row 1, right face. Row 1, you may be seated.
Row 2, left face.
Everyone up here is special, but this young man here, he's very special. Justin Valel. That was the baby of the class, by the way. Squad 3. Alejandro Viero. Yeah! Next individual, Delvis Alesp. Next, Carlos Gonzalez. Next individual, Andy Herrera. Once again, we have a special individual. This young man is extremely intelligent, works very hard, and he has the right stuff for the fire service. He challenges what is said, but not in a way to challenge it, but in a way to learn more. And that's what we were able to discover. At first, it seemed like he was questioning everything we did, but it's his thirst for knowledge to get better. With that said, Williams Milan Pereira. Squad 4. Yes, yes, very talented. Next individual, also a hard worker, Miss Anaya Jean Claude. Next individual, Joel Aranda. It's another special. We have a lot of special individuals in this class. Mr. Hunter Fuentes. Next individual, Mr. Joshua Gatt. Again, another special individual. This young man definitely puts forth maximum effort. He's tried the whole way to improve constantly. And, you know, it's me and Instructor Fair's honor to present him the certificate of completion, Mr. Michael O'Burke. Next individual up, Mr. Daniel Portez.
Row 2, right face. Row 2, you may be seated. Row 2, you may be seated. Row 3, left face.
Row 3, left face.
Next individual, again, extremely hard worker, Nothing was more entertaining than listening to his stories of what he did over the weekend when we would come back to to class on a Tuesday night. It concerned me some days, but very interesting. Mr. Carlos Mora. Next individual, Mr. Anthony Cortez. Special individual, Mr. John De La Cruz. Probably the most special of my special individuals. This young lady is extremely hard worker. Again, I think she's selected the perfect career choice, the perfect calling into the fire service, because she definitely has fire. Do not let her small stature fool you. She is ready to go at a moment's notice. Miss Karen Fuentes. Next individual, Mr. Kevin Gonzalez. Next individual, Mr. Brian Watt. Beginning of Squad 6. Mr. Jose Amat. This next individual, again, this is the definition of the part-time or the nighttime class. Individual has a full-time job, which most of these individuals up here have, but a family and just continuing to work hard through all the stresses that life bring alone and being able to complete this program. Ms. Jade Caceres. This next gentleman, again, special individual. I've had him through several different courses, not just the minimum standards, and I appreciate that his growth just continues and he continues to seek his education. Mr. Mario Carbone. I should hold on to his certificate, right? For all the heartache he gave us throughout this 6 months. This next individual, again, they're all special. I know you guys are going to get tired of me hearing me say that, but Mr. Bruce Johnson. This next gentleman, again, not to get into too much detail, but he would literally get off work with 30, 20 minutes to get to the academy. And, you know, Chief, I won't say how he got to the academy so fast, but from Miami Beach, but he would definitely put maximum effort, and he, again, exemplifies what this class is about, having a career, working, and then working towards a goal at night. I'm always going to mess up his name. Masusala Palmer. The next round, we're just going to pretend.
Row 3, right face.
Row 3, you may be seated.
Row 3, you may be seated.
Class 171, prepare to secure certificates.
Class 171, prepare to secure certificates.
Class 171, secure certificates.
Class 171, secure certificates.
The next presentations we have are a few individuals. Again, as we stated before, everyone in this class was special, but there's certain individuals that we pick out for certain roles, and again, just a tough decision for the lead instructors to make. The first one goes for the class leader. As you can imagine, we started, I believe, with 42 students for the 2 lead instructors, and as they will soon learn, there's chain of command. You know, there's no way we can operate a class with 2 individuals and be aware of what 42 other individuals are doing. So we have squads, we have team leaders, and then we have a class leader who basically reports to us, and then we pass that information down. So this young lady definitely stepped up. You know, besides having to do everything she had to do with her class, she had to step up and also communicate whatever we were saying to her class. So with that said, Miss Sophia Duenas. Now, because this class was so special, we had to have 2 class leaders. This gentleman assisted Miss Sophie, and again, same role. He made sure he communicated whatever we had to say as the instructors to the entire class, and making sure that everything got done and everything was in place. Mr. Michael Perez. Again, not only is there a physical aspect, which you'll see in the video coming up, but there is an academic portion of this. They take exams pretty much weekly. With that said, this particular individual did well on the physical aspect, but excelled tremendously on the academic aspect. I believe his grade point average was something like 99.6. So he definitely hit the books, and he receives this academic excellence award, Mr. John De La Cruz. Again, because this class is special, there was actually a tie for this academic award, who averaged, I believe, 98.6 as well. 99, excuse me, 0.6. Mr. Angel Escuela. On the other side of that, as I mentioned before, is the physical aspect. We PT in the morning or in the afternoon is a very physical aspect to this job and this career that they have chosen. So this physical fitness award goes to Mr. Hunter Fuentes. This next individual not only was, again, it was so close with the academic part, the physical fitness part, but this individual had basically the academic did well in it, the physical performance did well in it, the overall just being a leader throughout this time, an unofficial leader, Mr. Adrian Cordo. And last but not least, this award of perseverance goes to a certain individual, as I mentioned before when he came up, worked extremely hard, and basically shocked a lot of us. You know, the beginning product that we started with, it wasn't the ending product, and I'm extremely proud of this individual, Mr. Michael O'Burke.
I have to adjust the mics. Okay. No, just joking. But congratulations once again, Class 24-171. It is a special day indeed, a day that you will look back in the years to come, as I have, as your instructors have, as all of the people in both the fire service and the police service look back on their days through the academy, who their instructors were, who their classmates were, and it becomes the foundation from which you grow on. So before I have the remarks delivered by the class leads, I want to acknowledge this class. Chief Lewis, you kept mentioning the word special, and indeed it was appropriate, but I'm going to use the word special because this class did something that I noticed that I had not seen done in many years. And the number of people that did it really got my attention. We've always had classes where, whether it's a day class, where certain individuals would stay after class to work on their skills and getting better, perhaps study together, come in a little bit earlier. But this class, they got my attention, and in a good way. This class consistently came several hours early, and they're part of the part-time to night class. And the reason why it got my attention is because I know, they, most of them work, they're doing something else. In life, none of us have extra time. What we do is we make time. And they made time not only for their own excellence, but what I observed, what really got my attention as a seasoned professional, is the cohesion that they had individually. They came with a joy on everybody's face that was there early, and you could tell what they wanted was success and excellence for everybody. They helped to push each other, and that bond is so special. So at this time, I'd like all of you to stand up, and let's give them a hand. Thank you, because that is indeed extraordinary. In the fire service, we could care less what you say. We watch what you do. And they did that with no prodding from us. That was of their own volition. So if an act ever epitomized the fire service, that was it. And you got my attention. Congratulations, Class 171. So at this time, I'm going to ask both of the co-leads, graduates Sophia Duenas and Michael Perez, to please come to the podium and deliver the remarks on behalf of Class 24-171.
Good morning, family and friends. My name is Sofia Duenas.
And my name is Michael Perez.
We would like to welcome you to the graduation of Class 24-171 of the Miami-Dade College Fire Academy. Today is a day that we've all worked tirelessly for, and it's truly a special moment. As I stand here, I can't help but think about the last 5.5 months. The time we spent training together, overcoming challenges, and pushing ourselves past what we thought were our limits. We persevered through scorching heat and endured long, rainy days that tested our resolve, following us until our very last moment at this academy. But through it all, we did it as a team, and today we stand here as a family, ready to embark in the next chapter of our journey as firefighters. I want to take a moment to thank the individuals who have made this day possible, our lead instructors Arthur Fair and Emmanuel Lewis, and all the other instructors who have guided us throughout this academy. Your leadership, patience, and commitment to our growth have shaped us into the individuals we are today. From day one, you've instilled in us the importance of teamwork, discipline, and dedication. You've pushed us to be better, not only as firefighters, but as people. Your passion for the job has inspired us. You had sacrificed your time and energy to ensure we were prepared, and we are incredibly grateful for all the lessons you've taught us, both on and off the fire ground. The knowledge and skills you've shared with us will stay with us for the rest of our careers, and we will continue to carry them forward with pride.
We would also like to thank Program Manager Chief Noel. The level of professionalism, knowledge, and care you bring to the Academy truly sets the standard for excellence. I appreciate all of the effort you put into creating an environment where students can thrive, grow, and feel prepared for the challenges ahead. And to the office staff, from answering questions and handling paperwork to providing guidance, your attention to detail and positive attitudes have been invaluable. The smooth operation of the Academy is a testament to the dedication and teamwork of the office staff, and I am grateful for everything you've done to support our journey. Thank you again for all your hard work and for making such a positive impact on our experience. To our friends and family, thank you for taking the time to be here today and one of the key moments in our lives. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been our foundation throughout this journey. Whether you've been with us during the late nights of studying, comforting us through moments of doubt, or cheering us on from the sidelines, your presence has meant everything to us. We couldn't have made it this far without you guys. And to our fellow graduates, let us go forward together as a family, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead, knowing that we are prepared, knowing that we are capable, and knowing that we are united in this purpose. Here's to the next chapter and to the work that lies ahead. Congratulations, and may we serve with bravery, wisdom, and heart. Thank you.
Thank you for those words. So you could see they exude leadership, and that's a result of the molding from the lead instructors. Now, in the fire service, I mentioned nothing is done alone. Assisting these co-leaders, I'd like all of the squad leaders to stand at this time. Thank you. So they're part of that commitment to excellence and the chain of command. You may be seated at this time. So as Chief Lewis mentioned, you might have heard some of the instructors' names during the course of their journey. You might have even heard mine. They probably told you how hard it was, right? So they might have exaggerated, but I want you to see a little brief video, and you could judge for yourself. So at this time, media, can we play the video?
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music reimagined. Artlist.io.
How you doing? We're live, we're here, born to blaze, born to save. Eat that. Oh yeah!
Artlist.io.
Wall 1 piece. Anita Max meat.
Music licensing reimagined.
It's about to get hot. It's about to get really hot.
Hey, ¿qué lo que? ¿Qué tal? 24171.
That was amazing.
It was a tough challenge, but we did it, baby.
Music licensing reimagined.
You will always be on my mind. How about you? Continue. You have to continue singing. From the day that I met you, I know you will always be on my mind.
Artlist.io.
So it was tough. real tough. Again, it's 492 hours of training. All of it must be documented and executed to be eligible to take the state test. And then the state examiners come down and they do a practical test and there's a written test. Okay, so that's at the minimum. And then for those of them who are not yet EMTs, they must become EMTs so that they can apply for departments. And again, the top standard is a firefighter paramedic. So they have more to strive for to join the ranks of the current departments. But we believe they have the right stuff. They have no excuse. They can achieve anything that they want. Nobody comes through the academy unscathed. We push you completely out of your comfort zone, and you stay out of your comfort zone. The job of a fighter requires, oh, somebody wants to do push-ups, right? That's what they're telling me. Is it you? All right, so, yes, so that's what's required, that they push themselves to excel, and then they will compete for positions in departments where they will be tested. They will be given scenarios. They will go through interviews. So we are trying to cultivate leaders here. It's not good enough if we just merely have graduates of a recruit class, because then we've done no service to the community. We need to cultivate leaders. We need for the people that among this group who have answered the call, that they take the additional responsibilities that come, quite frankly, with a lot of stress, that come with complexities, and they challenge that so they could actually help you. So we expect among these ranks for future lieutenants, captains, and chiefs that they strive to get their academic degrees and move on. So with that comes to the most solemn part of this ceremony. I'm going to ask the class to come to attention in a few minutes, and they will recite the firefighter's oath. And I want you to listen to it, because this oath is designed to speak to the public and the communities that we serve. They will be pledging to do all the things that the firefighters before them have done in order to serve you. So I want you to listen to the words, because this time it's your loved ones that are professing this. They are making that pledge, and they're making that pledge in front of you, as well as the rest of society. So at this time, Class 171, attention.
Class 171, attention.
Prepare to recite the firefighter's oath.
The firefighter's oath. Sir,
Do solemnly swear that I will obey the Constitution of the United States and the state of Florida. I will hold devotion of duty above personal wish. I will count sincerity of service above personal comfort and convenience. And I will strive unceasingly to find better ways of protecting the lives, homes, and property of my fellow citizens from the ravages of fire and other disasters, sir.
Excellent. I don't know about you, but I believe it. And Class 171, before you sit, I want you to know, and members of the public, with that pledge, they now forever belong to us in the fire service, and we forever belong to them. Congratulations and welcome aboard. Class 171, you may be seated.
Class 171, you may be seated.
So we're coming to the close of the ceremony. I'm going to make a few more remarks, and part of them is a little bit about history. And today I'm going to do the short version. Where's Heather and so? There are symbols and traditions in the fire service, as I mentioned before. One of those endearing symbols are the Maltese cross. So they're wearing it on their uniforms. The other firefighters that are in here have it on their uniforms or on their badges. The picture's on trucks. It's on all kind of literature for firefighters. And it has a deep history and a deep meaning. That's the thing that ties us in. So there's normally a longer version I do, but today I'm going to give you the main points of the history. It's called the Maltese Cross because a group of knights at the time who had retreated to the island of Malta, and they wore a cross, a badge like this, where they had performed in terms of helping to save lives. They were knights, and they were in the Crusades. And what they did in the middle of these major battles, where many people were killed in all kinds of ways, firing fiery arrows and all kinds of mayhem, there were certain of the knights that actually risked their lives in the middle of the fight to rescue the others. So thus, they became our very first firefighters. And in recognition for going above and beyond, because think about this, the modern day version would be medics in the middle of a serious battle, going in harm's way to retrieve people that were wounded. So essentially, they became the first of a group of courageous firefighters up to the ones that we have today. So over the years, the equipment, the people have changed, but that noble mission has not. And part of what that symbol means, it characterizes bravery, gallantry, dexterity, and a number of things where the individual who wears it, the department that wears it, they symbolize that they intend to, each and every day, be prepared to risk their lives for others and also to support their brotherhood and sisterhood. So they've been wearing these symbols, and they may not be aware of the history, but all firefighters understand the history, and that symbol bonds us. So the next time you see it, it's not just an adornment that's on a truck or the uniforms. It means literally that all before, who were wearing that uniform and all that come afterwards, that they are committed to doing the same thing. It means that, yes, they're prepared to respond to a 9/11 incident, They're prepared to respond right in your communities to any disaster or major incident, for people that they don't know. So your loved ones took this pledge, and that's how they join us. It's something that I take very seriously. I have lost my good friends in the fire service. I've responded to a call and left my fellow firefighter and had to see his family and tell his family that he was not coming home. So this doesn't happen every day, but it happens to somebody somewhere in the country. So God forbid that it should happen to them, but that is what the commitment means, that even that one day you may be called to give your life. All right, so it's a very serious oath, it's a very serious commitment, and they need your help to fulfill it. So I'm going to ask you, class 24-171, someday you're going to be wearing the uniform and the badge of a department. I'm going to ask you to do what I and many firefighters do, but when your uniform is hanging in your closet with your badge pinned on it, right before you put it on, I want you to take a few seconds to look at the badge, look at the patches, and understand once again today and what you're committing to before you place it on. Because what we want from them, what we need from them, and what we need from you is from the time they have placed that uniform on, that there are no more worries or concerns, that they will go boldly in the fulfillment of their service. We want no hesitation. We want no fear once they don that uniform. So I ask you, before they leave your homes, whether you're the mother, the father, parents, wife, significant other, children, that you make them feel confident before they leave your home. because when they walk out that door, they have to be the real deal. We already know, we've trained them to be so. Class 24171, do not second guess yourself. Have no doubt, no matter what the outcome. Go boldly, be strong, be confident, and serve the public. You have done well. You've done extremely well. You have the right heart. And in life and in this endeavor, that's all you need. So congratulations once again. Congratulations to the families that they belong to. You, too, are now part of our family. So welcome to our family. And we have, I believe, some light refreshments. You can join us afterwards. And when I dismiss the class, they're going to walk out information. They're going to stand information until most of you come out. And I'm going to have them issue the very last commands of class 24171, because forever, after they walk out that door, and after they issue those commands, class 24171 is no more. It only exists between the bonds of friendship that they have and the memories of class 24171. So we want you to witness that, because it is a solemn moment. And again, we have the co-leads. You saw the squad leaders, okay? So this is a cohesive unit. This is a family. This was a team. And you're going to witness the very final orders and the final act of this class, known as 24171. So at this time, class 24171, prepare to retrieve certificates.
Class 24171, prepare to retrieve certificates.
Class 24171, retrieve certificates.
Class 24171, retrieve certificates.
Class 24171, attention.
Class 24171, attention.
Class 2417, left, right face.
Class 24171, left, right face.
Media, recession music.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.